Hi guys, welcome to another segment of Pokemon Week. Today, we're talking about my favorite Pokemon. I have been a Pokemon fan for quite some time, and I have had almost every game except Pearl, probably the Ranger series. And in all that time playing these different video games, I have always been partial to fire and electric type Pokemon. When I started X for the third time, because the first time I started it and then I just lost track of time and didn't know where I was. The second time I started it, my sister and her friend started playing it while I was away. And then when I got back, I still didn't know where I was, so I was like, screw it, we're gonna start it over for a third time. And the third time, I always choose fire. Always. Like, that's always been my thing. I was always a fire trainer. But I didn't want to do that for my third time. So for the third time, I broke my usual habit and chose the water Pokemon, Froakie. I haven't regretted it so far, but I made sure to catch a fire type for my team because habits are hard to break. I'm going to list my favorite Pokemon. And I know once I'm done, this list will seem like a lot. But let's consider that in total there are 721 Pokemon, so this is really only just a drop in the bucket. Kricketot. Kricketot is a cricket Pokemon, but to me, being in band, it looks like a violin or a cello. And I thought that was so freaking cute. And they communicate by rubbing their tummies together. And it makes like a xylophone sound, and that's how they communicate. So they also communicate musically, and that was portrayed to me, and that's why it's one of my favorites. It reminds me of a little cello. Shuppet. It is a ghost puppet Pokemon, and it absorbs feelings, sadness, anger, despair, happiness, whatever. It absorbs those and it makes it grow more powerful. So I thought that would be a super cool Pokemon to have as well, especially because I kind of get depressed every now and again, and if Pokemon were real, I would definitely want to shop it. I'd just be like, here, I'm going to talk to you, and you're going to absorb all my sad feelings, and then I'm going to let you off, and we'll do battle, and you'll be stronger, but I won't be sad anymore, so you'll be my Shuppet. You're Shuppet, you're my Shuppet. I shall call you Tom. Pumpkaboo, which is actually one of the Halloween-based Pokemon. It looks like this. It's super cute. It's actually the very first Pokemon I ever got doing one of those, like, it's the first Pokemon I've ever got during, like, a Pokemon event, like, on the internet. It's the first time I've ever done that, and I got a Pumpkaboo, and it's so cute. It's sure it's on level 50, so I can't really use them yet, because the rest of my Pokemon are on level 20, but still, it was super, super neat. It was super cool. I was so excited about Pumpkaboo. Pachirisu, as my dad calls him, Blue Pikachu. Yes, it's another electric Pokemon, but Pikachu is a mouse. Pachirisu is a squirrel. There's a difference. And it's so freaking cute with its blue and white stripes. It's adorable. And it's electric type, so it's already a given favorite. Ralts. When you play Ruby and Sapphire, you meet Ralts for the first time. You help Wally catch him, and as you progress through the game, Wally trains Ralts, and you will fight him again multiple times throughout the video game. I like Ralts. It's so adorable. It's like a little emo goth kid that you just want to hug and love until it grows out of its emo stage. Like, it's just a really adorable Pokemon and really hard to catch. Like, I had Ruby and Sapphire, and I don't remember it being so difficult to catch the first or second or third time that I played it. When I got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it was super difficult. It got to the point to where I was walking through the grass for at least 8 or 9 tries, and he just kept escaping. By the time I caught him, I named him Houdini, and he's been one of my top fighting Pokemon ever since. Umbreon. Who doesn't love Umbreon? It's so cute. it evolves from a sunstone, and the little spots and ears, like, first off, if any Pokemon player doesn't like Eevee, I'm not talking to you anymore. Secondly, Umbreon is probably the coolest evolution of Eevee ever. Yeah, Sylveon's cool, she's a fairy type, and now we got fairy type, that's great. Umbreon is the best. She's awesome, I'd love to have one, and that's why she makes it on this list. Blossom. I think, personally, that Blossom is the cutest grass Pokemon ever out of all 721 of them. They look like hula girls with little grass hula skirts, and the way they say Blossom, it's just super cute. They're super cute. And when they're all together and they're excited and they're dancing in those first couple of Pokemon movies, my heart sings. It sings. Entei. I won't really go into this much because I've talked about him. I've talked about him quite a bit in the other Pokemon movies. A special place in my heart. He's one of my favorite Pokemon. I talk about him quite often in the other videos that I've done this week, so I won't go into too much trouble. But he is one of my favorite. He's a legendary, and he's super close to my heart. Plus, he's the defender of the unknowns. Come on. Then is Pikachu, the mascot of the series, and now in Japan works with Sherlock Holmes to solve mysteries. I mean, what more could you need? Pikachu is awesome. Charmander, the original Firestorm, the very first fire Pokemon that you meet, and it is awesome. Charmander, every time I played Pokemon, I chose Charmander. It really, really sucked when they came out with Yellow, and I had Pikachu, which was awesome. I love Pikachu. I love that he followed me around, but I had to train the mess out of him to defeat Brock. And they didn't even give you the chance to get Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur until you already were halfway to Cerulean City. Like, that's after you fight an entire gym full of rock-type Pokemon against your electric-type Pokemon. Not good. That was a rough time. But I've always chosen Charmander. So, also to break that streak, when I started to replay Pokemon X, and I chose Froakie, where they gave you the opportunity to choose Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle, I decided to go with Bulbasaur. Next Pokemon, Victini. I talked about Victini a little bit in the other videos. It's definitely probably my one top favorite Pokemon, and it's literally the Pokemon incarnate of myself. So it's super cute, it's adorable, it causes a little bit of mischief, it likes to eat, it's psychic Pokemon. I'm not psychic, but I can tell what you're thinking right now. She's a dork. Anyway, so if I was a Pokemon, I would be Victini, and that's why she's on my list. The next Pokemon is Spinda. I was a huge fan of Spinda when it first came out. I actually got to the point I was kind of obsessed with it and continued to catch them, and I had like 8 or 9 of them because I wanted to test the theory that their spots are different on each Spinda. So I caught like 8 or 9 of them, and then I started to like analyze them, and I took pictures, and it's really true. The spots are different on every Spinda. It's super neat. And plus it's an adorable psychic teddy bear. Like what more could you want? Next Pokemon is Plusle. Plusle and Minun are the second cutest electric Pokemon there are. Because they're so cute with their little ears and their adorable like partner thing, and they're adorable. Plusle is my favorite though, just because I like positive things. And the little plus tail is super cute. And plus, they're electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Next Pokemon. Mawile. I liked Mawile when I caught it a little while ago, and I've just been steadily training her. I really like the psychic aspect and the dark aspect of its Pokemon moves, and then I also like the huge jaw, because it's like this super cute, adorable, unassuming Pokemon from like the front side, and then like if you piss it off, it just turns around and goes whack. And I just thought that was pretty cool, because it's kind of like me, you know, I'm pissing me off, I will mess you up. So Mawile is definitely a favorite of mine. And finally, Surskit. I do not like spiders in any capacity. However, Surskit is a special case. It's super adorable. Technically, it's a water type Pokemon, and it's not scary. Yeah, it looks like a spider, but it's not like spiders and I we don't get along. But Surskit is super cute, and every time I come across it, I always catch it, and it's always been a part of my goal to be a Pokemon master, so it definitely belongs on the list. And plus, come on, it's a water gliding spider with a hat. It wears a hat. It's so cute. And there you have my top 15 favorite Pokemon. What are some of your favorite Pokemon? Tell me in the comments below, or tell me on Twitter. You can find my handle right here. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our next Pokemon video. See you guys next time. Bye!